G'day mates, and welcome back to Buzz Aldrin, the Space Program Manager. Now we're ready to launch a double launch here. It's going to be the Vostok by 2. We're going to be sending up 2 cosmonauts. We have here our Capcom Teresa Laranova, going to be watching everything from the ground and communicating up what they need to do. She'll have all the manuals in front of her, so to speak, and everyone else looks like they are fairly capable, although we did have a problem with Retro last time, and I think Procedures had a problem. So David Blxz did manage to fix it though, thankfully. Hopefully that doesn't happen again this time. Cosmonaut A, we're going to be sending up... We could be sending up part of our B team. That is an option, but I'm not going to do that this time. I might do that in the future. And Mariana Lempskaya, I'm going to send you up as well. You two are going to... Yep, you two are going to handle this perfectly. I hope. I'm going to confirm the assignments, and this is going to cost us nearly 9,000 mega space dollars, which is essentially what we earned in the entire turn, give or take a bit more. Excellent. Now, let's go and train you. You're good, actually. Well, we do need to get your piloting up. I'm glad I didn't put you in. Your piloting is rubbish. Don't even talk to me till you get that above 85. Meanwhile, these 6 people here, what can they do? You're actually pretty good for another flight director. You as well. Who is our best flight director at the moment? You are the best, and you are, and oh yeah, you're both next to. Well, first of all, I'm going to train you in whatever improves the most. Yep. You are pretty good. I might train you to be a flight director as well. Not that I'll end up using you likely, but perhaps for our B team. And you may be a flight director as well, I don't know. At this point, I just need people to level up. You may as well keep going in that. You, Jim Power, would probably make a very good trajectory person. Again, I'm not sure how many we need, but get above 85. You can probably be system, and we've probably got too many of them, but that's alright. Let's see what we're doing. We've got the cash, everything's balanced out. Okay, we're going to do the big launch. It's going to be a massive achievement. If we can get this, it will be one of the biggest things we've done to date. Quite a risk as well in terms of if either of the 2 launches, but essentially double the risk. If one launch fails out of the 2, the entire thing's considered a failure. So, let's go.
Параметры системы управления ракетоносителя в норме. Стабилизация изделия устойчивая. Параметры конструкции ракетоносителя в норме. Состояние бодрое, самочувствие отлично, продолжаем.
Alrighty, launch number 2 going up now.
Параметры системы управления ракетоносителя в норме. Стабилизация изделия устойчивая. Параметры конструкции ракетоносителя в норме.
I don't believe that. He landed on the ground and he couldn't walk away from his parachute, smothered by his parachute. Stressful, stressful. Alrighty. Okay, so the backup and main parachutes were tangled. Second spacecraft... Okay, so the second spacecraft landed and we did recover that person. So only one of them died. But Vladislav Kunetsky, he's gonski. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, not very happy about that. Not happy at all, but that is what happens occasionally. We're going to need a new person as well. I mean, we've got some people training, but I do like to keep a couple on the back burner at all times. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'll grab you, Sebastian, and I'll grab Mauricio. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to hire you two and train you up. Not good, not good. So Marina Lempitskaya is still alive. Unfortunately, she's still pretty old. The other guy was slightly younger. So she may well retire in the near future as well. I don't know exactly when they're going to retire. I can't imagine, a 55-year-old going up into space. She may well... If she's 50 and still going up, she may well still be around in time for the moon landing. Hopefully, if we do get that far. Or she may not. We'll find out. What are you? You're our EVA person. EVA suits for two of you. You are space probes and EVA suits for the third one as well. Let's have a look how quickly this... actually, I'm better off training you again. So I'll train you up EVA. I'll train you up in EVA as well. You're a space probe person. So I'll train you in EVA. Stick our third one onto the Zond. Actually, you're behind that guy. Helping by 1.4 to 1.5. That's a very, very minor upgrade. What would I be better off doing? I'd be better off leaving you here. 1.1 is what they're getting. And I might actually open up a new lunar probe. Now we have something to do all of these. We could do the robotic rover, but I think it would be interesting to try the sample return mission. If we can get this, this will be a phenomenal success. It'll be very difficult to do, but we'll get our people working on it. We can use the Proton K to lift the entire mission, and let's R&D. It's going to take... Okay, we're currently at 43%. We're gaining 5.2. This is going to take a long time. A very long time. Considering that, I already think the Zond 5 is high enough to launch. I may as well put the entire team on to the Luna 15. So what we're doing is sending an unmanned probe to land on the moon, dig up some samples, and then actually fly back and actually bring the samples back to Earth. It's a very ambitious project. We're not just landing and sending a rover around. We're actually bringing a bit of rock back for us to study. Very, very complicated. This also is going to take a long time. I'm glad we're training our people up. So you're going up by 7.3%. We'll get to 50.7 next season. It's going to take a long time, I suspect. But our Proton K should be working well and truly by then. What do we need to launch the Zond 5? Let's have a quick look. We are using the Proton K as well. In which case, how is it going? It's currently... It's getting there. Probably 2 more seasons until we can launch it, I think. Which is a little bit unfortunate, though, that we killed our astronaut. The real question is, what can we do now? Is it going to be worthwhile to launch the Zond 5? And just hope that the Proton K holds up. It's only needed for the launch, which I'll admit is an important part. We're going to do it. We're actually going to give this a shot. We're going to try it out. It's cost us a lot of money. I'd hate to fail because it's also a prestige hit, but we definitely need to keep things ticking along. If I can get rid of the Zond 5 and level up the Proton K at the same time, I will be very impressed. If it fails though, we will lose a lot of production on the Zond. What's this for? Why are we not getting any prestige? That's interesting. So we're going to get a badge here, but no prestige for it. Oh yeah, of course, this is a Soyuz similar design. It's very similar. So this will actually give us the equivalent of testing out this craft. It's interesting. That will actually speed up our Soyuz program as well. Again, we're not getting anything for that because we've already completed it. And we're apparently putting turtles or something. Wait, wrong button. Here, let's check out the Buzzopedia. Craft. Yeah, that is interesting. So this is a historically successful mission. Interesting. I'm not going to read all that. Feel free to pause though and have a quick look through. It may be interesting to you. What am I going to do? I'm actually going to train you in leadership one more time. I will probably pull you out before we do anything else. The people who are not doing anything here, I may as well just train you up in what you're good at. Because we have had a few failures, I would like you to be able to fix them in future. Again, I don't know exactly how people do fix it. It appears to be some sort of function between their skill and the actual reliability of the piece, of the component. Who knows, who knows. Anyway, let's go to the next episode, or next season, and watch that launch. Proton K is, 78 is pretty good. You know, I wouldn't risk my life on it, but it's pretty good. Eagler's good. The KD is getting up there as well, but again, we're reaching that point where it's a major struggle to get these developed. Luna 15 will take quite a while as well, I imagine. So we can't rely on it in this particular time frame. We'll be doing it just before we go to the moon, I think. 2,500 if we succeed, 900 if we lose is a big hit. So I'm hoping we don't have that problem. Let's see how we go. Well, another successful mission. It was a little bit tight at the beginning there. We had a few issues with the Proton K launcher, but we managed to get there in the end. And that's given us a good, solid upgrade to the Proton K. It's cost me a fair bit of money, so I am probably not going to launch next season, unfortunately. But it's given us a good boost up. Now we need 15,000 prestige, or 14,500 prestige, to actually get to the maximum amount. Looks like the premiere has changed since we've been in the game. Thank you very much. Alrighty, let's have a quick look here. We need a fair bit more. We've got 2 years, 2 full years worth of time left. And what are our choices at the moment? So we've done the Zond 5, so we can actually get rid of the Zond 5. If we were to repeat it, we would only get 600 and we actually risk more by failing. So I'm going to get rid of the Zond 5, it's run its course. The Vostok is still an option. We could get 2,000 from long duration. We could get 3,500 nearly, although that would probably drop down if we'd done the first duration one. And then of course we still have this joint launch for 3,500. It's an interesting prospect. I'm not sure if I want to do it just yet. This one here is unlikely to be done in 8 turns, so I'm not even going to bother looking at it. Which means our Soyuz needs to be ready. And it is not ready at the moment. We're not ready yet. So, let's look at fixing that. How are we going to fix getting this one ready? We need 2%, actually it nearly is ready. A couple more turns that will be ready. What we're concerned about then is the Proton KD booster. You are no longer necessary. We will close you down for the money, because now Proton K is now a proven viable rocket. Okay, the KD, what do we require? We need more people in here. It's 2.2%. It's going to be a lot of time before it's ready to launch. I think what we'll be able to do next season, perhaps, will be to test the Soyuz doing an uncrewed suborbital flight. And what can we use? We can actually use the Vostok to launch that up. That's good. That will be a hell of a lot cheaper than a K or a KD. And also more reliable. That is good. It'll give us more time to keep doing some R&D. Although, I've got 20,000. Let's think about this. If I were to launch, so I could do one of these for a bunch of prestige, or I could move on and do these ones for not much prestige. Not much at all. But I will be able to test them. 660, I can test it, I can throw this on a Vostok. And that's at 77%. No, I don't want to do that just yet. I want to level it up a little bit more. So, what we're going to do is take one of our people out of training. You need to be Capcom, so you're coming out of training. What we're going to do is launch up a Vostok for an orbital flight duration level 1 for 2,000 prestige. Now we do risk losing a lot, but we know this is a fairly solid spacecraft. 85% is acceptable, I think. And actually that's not that good, is it? Really? Not for a throwaway like that. That's a very reliable booster, so we're not going to worry about that. All we're going to worry about is this thing failing. I'm going to think about this for a little bit. I'm going to run some numbers, and we're going to do this next episode if I'm sure that we're going to go up or not. I really do need to sort of do some math here and add everything up to see if we can make it in time. So I've been Blxz, this has been Buzz Aldrin, Space Program Manager. We are taking the Soviets to the moon and back, hopefully. Join me next episode as we take our next step.